Ecosystem. Biotic factors, abiotic factors, and their interactions with one another together form an ecosystem. Some parts of the earth have more or less the same kind of abiotic factors spread over a large area. The biotic factors that live in these parts are also similar. This creates a certain kind of ecosystem over a large region. Such major ecosystems are called biomes. Biomes are ecosystems where several habitats intersect. The Earth itself is one large biome. There are two major types of biomes on Earth: land biomes and aquatic biomes. A forest is one type of ecosystem, but there are many types of forests. For example, the forests along the Konkan coast are mangrove forests. The forests on the crest of the Sahyadris are semi-evergreen forests. The forests on most of the Deccan Plateau are scrub forests, and the moist deciduous as well as dry deciduous forests are in Vidarbha. There are no sharp natural boundaries to an ecosystem. Humans classify the natural world into ecosystems so that it is easier to study the ecology of an area or an organism. Interaction between biotic and abiotic factors in an ecosystem. Different living organisms need different abiotic factors to survive. Some bacteria may need oxygen, others may not. Also, different living organisms have different levels of tolerance for different abiotic factors. Some plants may tolerate very high levels of sunlight, while some other plants need very low level of sunlight. Thus, every abiotic factor in a given ecosystem, like type of soil, quality of light, temperature, humidity, and so on, affect the biotic factors in that ecosystem. Ultimately, these abiotic factors even decide which organisms will survive in an ecosystem and how many of them will be able to continue to live there. On the other hand, living organisms constantly take in or give out various abiotic factors. Thus, biotic factors are constantly depleting or adding to the abiotic factors in the ecosystem. Each biotic factor affects the quality of the abiotic factors around itself and thus affects the lives of the other biotic factors with which it shares the ecosystem. Niche. Niche is the ecological role and space that an organism fills in an ecosystem. It involves both the place where an organism lives and the roles that an organism carries out in its habitat. For example, the ecological niche of a sunflower growing in the backyard includes absorbing light, water, and nutrients for photosynthesis, providing shelter and food for other organisms, example, bees, ants, etc., and giving off oxygen into the atmosphere.